If you're traveling, just be careful out there. Be patient.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a slow go. There's a lot of ripple effects. I want to talk about what's going on temperature-wise. Look at the big picture here. We have temperatures in the teens, but look to the north. It's 10 below in Des Moines. That's what we're going to focus on first because that's going to be the biggest difference later on today. These temperatures will continue to fall. We have a polar air mass that's settling in. Here's what it feels like already. We have wind chills between 15 and 20 below, and that's a sign of what's to come. That's what we're going to see first and foremost today, as today is a drier day. But I want you to dress for this because it is incredibly cold, and it's going to get colder locally. We have a few spots like Litchfield, which are already feeling like they're 10 below. That's going to be a big difference. Now, you'll notice, as they mentioned, how wide the scale of this winter storm continues to be. As you look at this winter storm warning for pretty much our entire state, right? As we look at our entire area, that's through the weekend, as you would expect. Now, we're still looking at both of these storms that are starting to work their way in. Piece of energy number 1, piece of energy number 2 starting to work their way in. We're going to see that in 2 different waves. The first one you can kind of see right now settling in with cloud cover as that works its way in. Our weather impact alert the rest of the day shows dry conditions falling into the single digits, and I want you to dress for temperatures that are going to get even colder and feel like they're somewhere between 5 and 10 below. That's going to be a significant difference here. Our weather impact alert continues. Dry conditions today. As we scan into the overnight hours, we're not going to see much of a difference. We're going to drop down to about 3 degrees, but as we start to work our way through the weekend, I think the initial thing that we're going to see, as I back this up just a little bit, is you're going to see the first part of the day where we have at least a few snow showers starting off in the first part of the day. Initially, that dry air keeps any sort of snow from falling for the first part of the day, but what you'll notice here as we head throughout the afternoon hours is I do think that we're going to see a pretty steady snow once it falls into the midday, but between 10 and 11 o'clock. And what you'll see is somewhere between 10 to 15 degrees at very most. As I kind of work our way through this, the heaviest snow still remains to the south, but one of the things I'll look behind it here, and this is what I want you to pay attention to later, is I think we're going to see a little bit of a lull period late in the evening after sunset. And that's going to be a key factor in how long that lull period is and how much we're going to see snow before that second wave settles in. So that's what I want to pay attention to here as we talk about this Arctic blast and snow. It's still from Friday to Monday. We still have temps near zero with heavy snow. And I want you to prepare those pipes the best you can in terms of thinking of it from a standpoint of maybe pipes in your basement you don't go to, or just where that is and dripping the faucets. Extra time or stay off the roads completely. There's absolutely no way you're going to get from point A to point B on a normal time. Now, through Sunday evening, even though there may be some fine tuning of where this is, I still think this is a pretty good lineup here of 8 to 12 inches of snow is what we're going to get. And for the most part, this is going to be a pretty significant snow at the very least. Like I said, I'm still looking at some numbers and fine-tuning some of the snow here because I think we may see less of a low period in some regard, but we're still looking at a pretty good band of snow of around a foot on average for a lot of us. Now, Futurecast, like I said, as we put this into motion, you can see how this exits here, the second part of the day. And watch how we start off with that drier air. This is being picked up by Futurecast here. You'll see throughout the day another band of snow, and then it picks up again, I think, in the early morning hours. Sunday is the worst, and then we're going to see sort of a mix that kind of settles in even to our southern areas. So that's the fine line we're watching specifically here throughout the next few days. Our weather impact alert continues. Like I said, dress for 7. Wind chills are some 10 to 15 below in some cases. Temps in the mid-teens as that snow falls through Saturday and Sunday with frigid conditions early and temperatures falling as we look at Monday morning. We're going to at least fall into the teens and 20s, but then eventually we're in the low 30s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Significant cold air is on the way.